half-filled cup of coffee sat beside me, aside 2 round cigars and an ashtray I didn't finish. A big stench of smoke filled the air as it always did. Things could be quite stressful in my office. I ran a small private detective agency in the seedy side of Carbon. It wasn't easy work, but it was work. It's not like I get much action. Carbon was a farming community. The closest thing I get to real detective work was the occasional raider murder in the ghettos. Other than that, it was petty livestock thievery, jet dealers, and land feuds. Most of the town thinks I should just join the sheriff's department like the rest of them. Say I just get in the way. So each time they ask, I refuse. I like being my own boss. My own business.
What's that?
When I first entered into the wasteland, it was the first thing I had ever heard on the radio. It's an old show called True Vault Escapades. I've had George keep all them so far so I can listen to them whenever I like.
That's a little odd, but okay.
Why is that?
I didn't think synths had an interest in anything.
You'd be surprised what we like.
So, we ready to head off?
Yes, I believe so. I've calculated that if we continue walking without any breaks or interruptions, we should arrive by sunset.
Great. Let's head off then.
Okay, but we're listening to my shows.
On this one, eh? Fine. Just lock in the coordinates on that fancy anti-machine of yours and wait outside. I need to get my belongings together.
Yes, Mr. Walter. Please don't be long.
She was a spunky one. Haven't seen anything that strange since my childhood. This little community of hers isn't your average travel group. No.
We're gonna end up just
Had
as
to
we
be a
said
more
if we don't act
organized
quickly.
civilization. However this plays out, I want hefty pay.
We'll see.
Why are we running all of a sudden, Bunny?
My people! Their radio transmission is stronger than ever. We must be getting close. It's just up this hill.
Hold it, Bunny. It's too dark up there. I can't see anything. But before she could reply, we were met with a blood-curdling snarl.
Walter, what was that?
Look out, Bunny!
Get off me! Ah!
Once the overseer gets a hard enough look at him, he'll send him back to the cesspool from which he came.
Oh, thank you, Officer Jensen. Thank you.
I'm gonna have to ask you to slowly toss that tidbit of artillery you're holding there, fella.
I thought you said we'd make it there by sunset.
We would have, if we didn't have to stop for you to urinate every hour.
I'm sorry that I'm human.
Speaking of human, apart from being a treasure hunter, you haven't really told us much about yourself.
There's not really much to tell. I was born in Washington, D.C. Well, near it, anyway. A place called Little Lamplight. It's in a cave near Vault 87. My mother heard it was safe and decided to give birth to me there. Apparently, I'm one of only a few that have actually been born there.
I have no recollection of Little Lamplight in my memory database. What is it?
Little Lamplight is a safe haven for kids under the age of 16. On your 16th birthday, you get told to leave. No mungos are allowed inside Little Lamplight.
Mungos?
Sorry, adults. No adults were allowed in. Mungos are what they were called.
So, if no adults were allowed in, how was your mother allowed?
She wasn't. No matter how much she pleaded, they left her outside. From what I've been told, she gave birth to me at the entrance, then ran off. I was then raised by everyone. I had no mother. No father. Just brothers and sisters.
That seems very sad.
It was for a while. Until I came to realise that if I were to stay out there with her, I'd probably be a slave. Drug addict. or even dead by now. She gave me the best chance she could, and I thank her for it.
So what happened when you left?
I actually left before I was 16. I was an explorer. Well, at least I thought I was. Every week a group of us would head out in the night and try to find whatever food and supplies we could. I had a habit of bringing things back that they thought were useless. I ended up in an argument with the mayor at the time. His solution? If I wasn't going to bring things back that we needed, don't come back at all. So, I left, thinking I could make it in the big bad world myself. Found out the hard way that you do what you can to survive, and make a quick buck. What's that? Little Timmy's trapped down the well?
He wanted to know, if it was so tough outside, why didn't you go back?
I thought about it. Then I came to realise that the world is bigger than just Washington. So, I spent the next 10 years travelling, exploring vaults, earning caps, and, most importantly, conning anyone that tries to do me wrong.
Fair enough. I think you should get some rest now. When you get up, we should only be a few hours away from Diamond City.
Yeah, good point. Good night, you two.
Good night.
Eve. Eve. You need to find me. We are one.
What the hell?
Then he told me to take off my clothes and bend over. That's when I realised he wasn't a real doctor. And wasn't really going to check my sore throat. Hey, if you can tell a better story, by all means, please share one. I'm so glad you don't have a real voice. You seem very quiet. Eve!
Oh, my apologies. I've just had a few things running through my mind.
Care to share?
It was weird. It seemed like a dream, or a nightmare. But it's never happened before.
Maybe you're more human than what you think. Anyway, I never asked. Why are you guys heading to Diamond City?
The original purpose of the trip was to find George a new voice module. But now, I believe I have a second purpose. To find the reason for my nightmare.
This has been bothering me. Why do you wear a mask?
Not all the skin is attached to my face, and it does scare some people. We have found out that this is just the easiest way to move around towns without people becoming too suspicious. What about you? Why do you wear that?
Still don't trust the radiation. Plus, gotta protect my face somehow. Learnt that lesson the hard way.
What happened?
Let's just say, it was a lucky escape from a deathclaw.
See? I told you we'd make it.